What is going on, everybody?
Hello!
It is Pixelmartins here, and welcome back to the Great Ace Attorney 2. When we left off, we begun this court trial.
Yep.
It's a closed trial. There's no jurors. There's only some of the Judiciary Committee sitting in the wings watching
The
on.
gallery here. There's no public people
as
around.
As Asogi is tearing Van Zieks apart at the moment.
Yeah, Van Zieks' testimony wasn't exactly stellar.
Apparently. I mean, Asogi found a way to tear it down limb from limb. And so we're going to have some witnesses. But before we go to the witnesses, I want to try
Van Zieks made it easy to be torn down, though. He's like, man, I don't know what happened. That's pretty much what he said.
It is 3D.
Ooh.
So there might be, I'm going to look at the board and see everything that it says. Let's see what they say about the front, and then I want to turn it around. There might be something on the back.
You're so excited. There are details of a whole raft. Start over.
Yeah.
There are details of a whole raft of cases dating back years on here, aren't there?
This paper from 10 years ago is browning with age. Look.
Out of interest, the most recent thing appears to be this newspaper cutting here.
Oh? It's the same Red-Headed League advertisement that Mr. Holmes has picked out.
And do you remember? There was a red hair piece at the scene, too.
Was Inspector Gregson an expert in the Red-Headed League, then? Spin it around. What's on the back?
Oh.
I fucking knew it.
Oh. What's this? Oh, whoa, what's this?
Oh, whoa, what's this?
Mr. Naruhodo, whoa, look.
No. Oh, no, but oh, yes. It's a smudge of some kind. In fact, it's just like a handprint.
I'm sorry, I had to.
I know you did.
I had to. And the color. That's blood, isn't it? Oh dear, how disturbing.
That hand is too small to be Van Zieks'.
Yeah.
Well, that definitely adds to the mystery of what the hell's going on here.
Oh, the
Someone was
pins.
playing the biggest dart game ever. Okay.
You can't look at anything else on there, huh?
No, those are only. It's just the,
There's like tiny
the stuff on the
pictures.
front, and then it's all just the only thing that's important was the Red-Headed League.
Yeah.
So that's gonna tie into all this. All right, who are the witnesses? I can't wait for it to be those two fools that Sherlock tried to arrest and catching him for being
The
Sherlock
defendant
Holmes.
may step down from the witness stand. Graceful.
Certainly, my lord.
Why are you attractive? Oh.
That's not the crew I was.
Is your lip okay?
Hey,
Beppo!
Beppo!
Oh, Beppo!
Times hit you real hard ever since your little buggy got shot in. Oh,
I
God.
get to do my Beppo voice again. Never thought I would.
Witnesses, state your names and occupations for the court.
I
Oh, why do we have Little Red Riding Hood here?
I know, right? I don't know, man.
We don't have enough information to learn quite so well anything about it. You can just wing it. Any voice you want.
We're just free and easy. Sell what we like, live where we want to live. From vacant stairs, we'll walk down Fresno and spend a few words in reverse for them. God, Beppo. That's pretty much the voice they gave him before, right?
I thought it was way higher than that.
Is it?
I thought it was like, I don't know.
I don't remember.
That's an old voice.
It's
from
been-
literally case 2 of the first game. So
Of the first game. If I'd known Beppo was gonna be here, I would have looked his voice up.
I don't think any of us could assume Beppo was going to be here.
No. Would I be right in assuming that all three of you make your living by selling wares on the street? God.
Jaunty little tidbits.
Oh, that's right, sir. Right up a girl, it is. 6 pesos the price and not a penny less.
I can barely understand.
Oh wait, you're actually trying to sell it to me now.
Oh, go ahead, sir. Don't tell me you're not interested.
Try the man.
Give him the money and see what it is. Pay the man, counsel. What?
All right. 6 pence it is.
Oh my God.
Okay, sir. Now go get it on. Just between us, a young couple on State Street have just entered.
You're Can I stab this man and get my 6 pence back?
I don't know about stabbing.
Well,
I just lost my money. Is that it?
no, that's not it. It's gossip in it. It wants to spread bad bits up in your mouth, of course.
Oh my
I've got
God.
more, you know. One of the juicy ones. 6 pence a piece it is if you're curious.
I am curious, yes, about what's going on just under that fat bottom lip of yours.
Oh my God.
Maybe an unusual bruise or whatever is poking out from under your collar. I noticed that.
Oh, yeah. Dang.
What about the next witness then? What name do you go by and what do you sell?
Oh. I guess she has to be British now. She did the in it.
Yeah.
Just be me, but British. Me, I'm Venus. That's what everyone calls me. Funny, innit? Sorry, English, not British accent. I sent these lovely little fireworks to all the local school kids. 6 pence a pop. What'd you say?
Is it gonna go? Oh god.
Didn't that hurt your arm?
You weren't exaggerating with little. Do they actually sell?
Oh, yes, the second years can't get enough of my Venus firecrackers. Especially when I tell them if they get 100, they could blow up the school. Dear God! Not the most savory of ideas, young lady. What'd you say then, eh? Want a pot with 6 pence for a pop?
Wait, what? You want me to buy one?
Tell you what, I'll let you in on a little secret. If you get 100 of them, you can blow up the whole courtroom.
Try the woman.
Give her the money and see if she's right. Pay the woman, counsel.
All right, I'll buy one.
Oh my God. Lovely stuff. Right then, this is something a bit extra just for you. The Venus special, only 600 pence.
600.
How many dollars is that? It's 100 of my regular fireworks. Nothing little about that, is there?
And there'd be nothing little about the punishment if I blew up the Old Bailey either.
God.
That's evidence?
Oh, gunshot.
Yeah.
Firecrackers.
But that would have had to come from inside. So someone
Yeah.
must have bought it and put that inside, I guess, but... And the last witness. What name do you go by and what do you sell? Oh my god, Beppo. Oh my god.
I must think of me. I think all sorts of thoughts. I think, therefore I am. I am, therefore I think. I think. Because I stand here on the street, we're watching the world go about me. They call me the observator.
Yeah, well, we won't go you sandwich, you know it.
Sandwich.
So you don't actually sell anything?
Problem said is a problem. How does they say give advice? I do and think what it means. What does it mean? I don't actually sell anything. No, come to think of it.
Pity. No more purchases today, please.
Well, we have quite a cast here, it seems.
You think? They conduct their business on Fresno Street from morning until night, my lord. And always in the same place, directly adjacent to the crime scene.
I see. Unless they heard the gunshot, I suppose.
Not only that, but they very bravely ran inside to see what was going on and witnessed the crime.
Well, I think back in the thought, just between us.
Venus de Milo, what am I to do? What a terrible thing I saw. What I think is if we all sit light and started playing with our eyes, if it's real. What, Beppo?
Oh, man.
Very well.
Beppo's been downgraded to sandwich in this case, though.
Sandwich.
Oh, boy.
We're called for hear the formal testimony of these 3 witnesses now. Not next time. Now. You will describe in detail what you witnessed and heard at the time of the incident.
Okay, Santa.
Oh, Beppo.
Okay, what on earth is your guys' story?
It's all different types of things we did have for the moment we went to the building.
It was less than a minute after the Reaper had gone inside that we all heard a big bang. Quick to talk, quick to walk. Gosh, we couldn't wait to go and see what had happened.
I'm ready to ruin everyone. The Reaper gonna stand over your money.
I was scared half to death, May, so I ran off to find the copper. She's all posing.
Yeah.
She's all into poses.
These witnesses were there the whole day and
Her
saw
ancestor's
everything.
gonna be an Instagram model.
Oh no.
Or at least one that's trying to be an Instagram model. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The ones who just use too many filters and too many lighting structures when they're... Okay, anyway.
Who did they see going inside the building? Only the victim, Inspector Gregson, and the accused, Beric Van Zeeks.
I didn't play that Reaper in the river. I don't know what he looks like. I don't know who else. Well, those doors like this. I've made my inside some already.
But wait, the room was just one of several flats in the building. Someone from another flat could have done it. All those flats on Prisoner Street are unoccupied.
God.
Oh, they are that small, damn, dirty, and fit with the boot.
The room in which the inspector was found is the only property in the building that's currently leased.
And we know the leaseholder's name, don't we? It's Hugh Boone. It is more in the court of would appear to leave little room for doubt. It's becoming increasingly difficult to see how anyone other than the defendant could have committed the crime.
No, hold on now. Thank you for your candor, my lord.
You're welcome. The counsel for the defense, you may proceed to cross-examine the witness. Says,
Yes, my lord. In a closed court like this without a jury, the judge is the only person whose opinion matters.
yeah.
I have to break down this testimony somehow.
It's funny because, like, before, in all the other games in modern times, the judge is the only opinion, too.
Yeah,
so.
it's almost like this. Well, I can't say this is where the U.S. runs off of juries, so.
Yeah.
Anyways. So things not finished. We did everything from the moment they went in the building. When you say they, who do you mean exactly? Inspector Gregson, defendant Lord Van Zeeks?
I suppose so. That's what don't name them by mighty. But I'll tell you one thing. There was a Reaper that wasn't asked, that's for sure and certain.
I have no idea what he's saying.
Just behind Inspector Gregson? Did they arrive at the same time as each other?
I have to read his text
No, not at all.
because I don't understand when you're
The
talking.
first man must have gone inside a good 15 minutes before we heard the gunshot.
The victim arrived 15 minutes before? Are you sure about that?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure. It seems like that forgotten fellow right with head like that, does it?
Yeah, it really were red, weren't it? Redder than my flaming fireworks, even. That fiery red mops burnt on the inside of my eyelids, it is.
Wait a minute. You're saying the man was a redhead?
Hey, this is jump. I owe you redhead. Yeah, they probably was well.
But Inspector Gregson's hair isn't red. Not by any stretch of the imagination.
Seems like the person you saw wasn't, in fact, Inspector Gregson at all, but some other third party.
Or is
No,
Gregson wearing
I
a
hate to
wig?
break it
Yeah,
to you.
that's what he's gonna say.
But the witnesses are correct. What? Just have a look at this photograph of the victim taken at the scene.
Oh,
I don't like this.
We have to see it now. Oh.
Yes, that's Inspector Gregson, all right. And a red hair piece. Oh, that's Susato.
And a red hair piece.
Uh,
Of course! We saw it on the floor when we investigated the scene, didn't we?
I still refuse to believe Inspector Gregson wore a hair piece, though. Then why on earth would he have been wearing something like that?
The color does seem to suit the man, one might say.
No, it doesn't.
The photograph will be submitted as evidence, please, counsel. Sherlock, why didn't you just wear a wig? Why'd you just invent hair dye ages before
Because
its
he wanted
time?
to be authentic.
He wanted to be extra.
And what became of the trunk that the red-headed victim was supposedly carrying?
He wanted to be extrally authentic.
I was informed that no trunk was found at the scene.
Those are words, right? Extra.
So it just disappeared.
Oh, those aren't words.
Well, you want to build everything second to you?
We definitely saw him in the dock going in though. No question about that.
So the trunk he carried and disappeared? Okay.
It was less than after the Reaper had gone inside that we all heard a big bang.
By which presumably you mean the gunshot?
I sell these little things, don't I? How would I know what a gunshot sounds like? But I've always thought it probably sounds a bit like this, doesn't it?
It'd be a little louder than that. And you say that you heard the noise almost as soon as you saw the defendant here under the building?
That's right, it was almost straight away. Bang, it went, just like that.
Well, he's the Reaper, isn't he? That's what the French call a fait accompli. When the Reaper's around, people are going underground. I mean, that's what he does, it.
I think we get the message. The Reaper couldn't allow the inspector to live after he discovered his secret hideout. There could be no clear motive for the crime.
Yes. Certainly, admittedly credible motive. Good God, can't speak.
Great. And at that point you ran inside, is that correct? I almost wonder, I don't want to present anything, but I almost wonder if, like, the person attached the firecracker to that, and then maybe rigged it somehow that so that when Van Zieks opened the door, it would light it to set it off. Because they made a point of just saying that it was like almost as soon as he walked in that they heard the bang sound afterwards. Huh. All right, Beppo. Or Sandwich, I guess I should call you.
Sandwich.
So when Gossip ran to see what had happened, did you go too?
Well, I'm a bit happy. All the signs that I can't move very well.
Oh my god. You were way behind, presumably, with that sandwich board around your neck and that big sign in your hand. What a great burden you bear. Pardon me for asking, Mr. Sandwich, but is it possible you and I have met before? Oh, is he trying to hide that fact? Is that why he's not calling himself Beppo?
I'm not anybody. Me, the signs of what make me who I am now. I sign, therefore I am.
Oh my god. So you weren't employed as an omnibus driver just under a year ago then? Oh my god, he's shaking so much.
Oh, Beppo. I might be mistaken, but I believe his trembling has intensified, Mr. Naruhodo.
Yes, I agree. He's clearly been through a lot.
Poor Beppo. Turn down King on the street and the Black Widower's arms is just there. Oh dear, you've made him hide behind his sign.
Life is full of surprises. Oh, Beppo.
Beppo!
Into the room, and there he was, the Reaper, gun in hand, standing over the dead body. Okay, so then you were the first person to arrive on the scene. Is that right?
That was good. The door was like a fresh like that. I yelled out, "What's going on here?"
Lord Van Zieks claims all he heard was a man scream, though.
And was it dark inside the room?
Yeah, that dog, there were cameras burned on the wall.
But-
Really?
And there was a fella collapsed on the floor. Yeah, we can that's the first thing I noticed when I got inside.
Ah, I see. Even though Lord Van Zieks claims not to have seen any such lights on the wall.
Maybe the firecrackers lit the candle?
I have no idea, maybe. It's a wild one, but
That thing is always standing right next to the side of the body.
But then why are they burned down?
yeah. The accused, Beric Van Zieks.
That's right, Barry never know. I was the old doctor, I won't deny it, but I'm never coward.
Stop doing that with your lip.
I stepped.
Oh,
I thought I was gonna get to it. Go, I damn myself.
Apparently he's got something to say
Beppo.
about that. Hey there, buddy. Excuse me.
excuse me. Bang!
Do you have something to add, Mr. Sandwich?
Mr. Sandwich. Oh, Beppo.
The way he nervously twisted the sign.
It's really nothing to me. Empty in the head. I am just two slices with no middle. So I don't know what you could want with me.
I think that maybe you just remembered something. Having heard Mr. Gossip's last statement, I mean.
But what I think is, we're all nothings, really. We try to dress ourselves up as something else, but at the end of the day, we're all just street sellers.
Enough of you, Joey. Keep your shut up. I just wanted to make you know real damage.
Oh my god, he's being threatened. When he saw the Reaper, he fell clean over on his backside.
That's it?
Oh, you're wrong, but I told you to keep that secret. I'm going to.
He screamed, he did. Screamed and scrambled off on all fours. That's what I wanted to say. Fucking,
Oh, Mr. Gossip.
Own up to your cowardice, you coward.
Is this true?
If it was dead separate, that's why.
Lies! You tell
Bam, I
lies!
haven't felt the pool of blood, didn't I? Yeah.
Well, what? Pool of blood?
Well, yeah. Even when I was rolling on the floor, I did get given that Reaper gold out there. And don't you forget it.
Let's just go back a little. You say you got blood on your hand.
I did. I remember that was done, doesn't it? So I was scared, so I lived over. We can keep it between us, can't we?
No, Mr. Gossip. I'm going to have to ask you to add that information to your formal testimony.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay. What?
The witness will amend his testimony to include the aforementioned details at once. So, what does that mean, though? That's the thing.
Well,
'Cause
there's
the
the
board-
blood. There's the blood standing back
I know,
of the board,
but like,
which
how?
which means he must have gone over there at some point instead of just,
Yeah.
Okay.
Slipped over and got blood on my hands. I quickly wiped it off on the floor.
You wiped your hand on the floor.
What blood is that, eh? Oh, stop. My daughter done it. No time.
And you didn't think that might be a problem.
You grab blueprints on the floor? They get clean up in the end, won't they? No, he's not 5 centimeters from all of us.
He's checking to see if there were any, I guess. There's something wrong, Counsel.
No, my lord. I didn't remember anything in the report about a bloody handprint on the floor. That's all.
Look how it goes on it. You can't do it every. I know what I did. I wiped off on the floor.
I wonder, could that be what happened?
No. Well, if he's saying the board, yes. But if he's saying what the dude said, no.
Yeah, no.
Mr. Naruhodo?
I don't have all the answers yet, but I think we may have just uncovered a vital clue.
Oh.
So, my thought is, we'll press that setting to get some more lines, is that I wonder, because the board, it's not on wheels, but, because like, I wonder if that was used.
It can flip, I think.
Yeah, because I wonder if it was standing up and actually like against this area, because that would block the light from the candles and it would block out the body as well, essentially.
Yeah.
But then at what point, how did it fall over? That's the question. Because it would have fallen over, because obviously on its face when the guy broke in, because that's how he would have gotten the blood stain on
The back of it.
the back of it, is by essentially trying to wipe it off on the floor, but it was actually that. But that means it would have to have been tilted over.
I don't know. Something's fishy.
We'll find out in a second. First, we're going to press this. I was scared after death, so I ran off to find a copy.
Copy.
So you didn't
A
run
copy
into the room
machine.
with your friends.
I'm not that sort of girl.
Sorry.
I'm a timid little thing, me. Too scared to go in there.
Yes, a timid little fireworks seller.
Yeah.
Ah, right. I see.
Old Lippy and the witch ran in there, and then I heard a sort of old lady scream.
What's the matter? Say what?
I wondered what on earth was going on.
Which is when you went to find a policeman?
And I ran into a cop as soon as I turned the corner. So I brought him straight back to the place. Didn't I do well, eh?
Took with us? Like I was out there, popped out there when he saw the Reaper.
I've never felt more uncomfortable in all my life. And the defendant was arrested on the spot, I believe.
Considering the catalog of killings the Reaper had carried out, it wasn't particularly an inauspicious end.
But he didn't kill anyone.
If I can't find
Ever.
any holes in this testimony,
I'm afraid the judge will give a ruling of guilty, Mr. Naruhodo.
truth is though, their combined testimony is fairly damning.
Unfortunately, there don't seem to be any obvious problems with their statements, do there?
Still, if Lorenzique really is innocent, then I'm almost certain that we'll find something in there that doesn't quite add up.
You don't think that one of these three could be the true culprit, do you?
I don't know. They're all fucking idiots. But what do I know? What I do know is that
I
there's
don't know
more
what
to
you know.
this case than there's more than meets the eye. There's more than needs to be.
It's a transformer?
There's more in this case that is yet to be brought to light because it was blocked out by a board.
Okay.
Okay.
So they started finishing dead
Actually-
every moment they went in the building.
I don't know how it fell over, but that can actually like someone have to do something
Have
with it.
been on the floor?
Because, like, if it was standing up so it blocked off where Gregson was and fell over, you know, I don't know if, like, when they were investigating, if they tried to pick the board up and... Well, no, someone had to have moved it at some point. But the
Yeah.
question is who? It must have happened afterward. But I don't know if this crime scene was ever... Oh, wait, obviously, that board was on the ground.
Yeah.
But who put it up in that corner over there? Because that's what throws off the whole, you know, investigation, and that
Yeah.
shouldn't have been the police because, you know, they'd
'Cause
have no reason to put it
it-
over there.
Yeah, and Van Zieks didn't do it. Guy with the handprint didn't do it.
No, it would probably be whoever, because they talked about the fact that Gregson walked in with a suitcase that has disappeared now. So it's probably the person that managed to get that suitcase is the one that put it against that wall, who's probably the perpetrator too. Who it is, don't fucking know. But we're gonna go over to here to floor. I don't. You missed the floor by a long shot, buddy. A long shot. So you wiped off the blood from your hand on the floor of the room. Are you quite sure about that?
Well, what else do you have done, huh? That's really bad.
Objection!
The police found no such handprint on the floor during their investigations. What exactly is the defense asserting?
Just wait.
You listen, you'll find out. Prosecutor Asogi. Oh, that's a new one. Certainly there was no bloody handprint found on the floor. What are you trying to say? There was a handprint of blood left very clearly at the scene.
This
On the back of
music.
this notice board.
Ooh!
Ah, yes, indeed. Indisputably a handprint in a distinctive color of blood.
That's my right hand. I know it anyway. Roro.
Objection!
The witness very definitely testified that he wiped his hand on the floor. Any handprint on the back of the board are irrelevant.
Objection!
Not if the board itself had fallen over onto the floor. In that case, quite possible for the witness's handprint to have ended up there. Just look at the floor plan of the room.
I knew he was gonna say that.
Look at this floor plan.
Oh my
The
god.
notice board was on the opposite corner of the room of the victim, in an upright position. Even if it had somehow been toppled and was lying on the floor at the time, it would have been a considerable distance from the body.
I moved when it came across the body. So it was basically right next to the corpse on the other side of the room.
In other words, the defense's assertion is contradictory. Where'd the bloody handprint come from then?
Yeah.
Yes, it is. There was a very definite contradiction here, for which there must be a reason.
I take it that you've formulated a proper hypothesis, counsel, regarding this apparent discrepancy between the witness's account and the handprint found at the scene.
Oh yeah, I have, my lord. Discrepancy between the witness's account and the location of the handprint is explained by
The board,
The board
moving. False testimony.
the real contradiction here is the handprint itself, not where it was found. As the court can see, it's upside down.
Oh, good gracious, so it is! If the witness had put his hand on the board, the fingers would be pointing upwards.
What does that tell us?
There you go.
It tells us one simple fact. When this handprint was made, the board must have been lying on the floor as I previously suggested. Which means that after the incident, it must have been moved. What?
Oh boy.
Hot, actual hero. You're claiming that somebody moved the notice board after the shooting? Tell us who, then tell the court who. I don't know that yet, but the point is, when you consider all the testimony we've heard so far, we can now be very clear on one point.
And that would be...
The position of the notice board at the time of the incident, my lord.
So, counsel, I must ask you to clarify your assertion for the court. At the time of the incident, where do you maintain the notice board was situated?
Like I said, right on that line right here.
Take that!
It was right here, my lord.
Goodness! No, I'm afraid I don't quite see your logic.
I'm disappointed, Rinosuke. In Japan, we're taught to have patience and respect for our elders. So until his lordship sees your logic, you will know your place and not move from that spot.
Oof.
Do I have to be like on top of the body? Actually,
How
that might...
brilliant of Kazuma-sama. That almost sounded unreasonable at first, but he was just thinking of you.
Unreasonable? Very unfathomable. Anyway, I think I have the answer now. I know my place, or rather, I know the board's place.
I know my place.
As with the court. Alright, so I get, you know what? And that might make sense, like literally they tucked the body under the board.
Maybe.
Like, because that's the only thing that would make sense anymore is to be on top of Gregson. And then... Well, wait. No. Because
Well,
if it
then
was
how
over
would-
there and
if
fell over, it wouldn't be in
if it
front
was
of the
on,
door.
If it was on top of Gregson, how would he have gotten blood on his hand? That's the thing.
Well,
It'd be covering the blood pool.
here's where it gets really weird. Well, no, it would fall over in front of it. So, like, the board part would be here. Like, the legs would be over top of him.
Uh-huh.
But... So... Oh, no, this still makes sense. Because he said he was by the body when
At the time of the incident.
He said he was, like, right in front of the body when he did it. So, I'll tap on...
You sure? It's not gonna be, like, between the dotted line and the body?
I don't think so.
Because we already clicked really close to him. Yeah, no.
It was right here, my lord.
No, it's not.
Shit.
Listen to me!
So...
We can't afford to lose in the first question.
I think that's about to happen. 'Cause you're saying, like, right here?
Yeah.
I don't think that's right either. What?
This is why you listen to me!
Oh, well, that's a weird... Though that would still work for why, I guess, Van Zeeks wasn't able to see the light. I figured you would notice if it was that close, but...
No,
okay.
but this is why you listen to me.
That just, to me, like, spatial work... Just like I was talking about, you know, the body being tied behind the door, if that theory was... When that was a thing.
I didn't
Like-
say it, but my thing, like, when we were trying to figure out where it was gonna be, I'm like, the door knocked it over. That's where, because that's... And I was right.
True. Okay. Don't worry, I'm accepting that I'm wrong. I know I'm wrong.
I
just saying,
know,
to
but
me,
you made us lose health.
I know.
Valuable health.
I know. To me, this just doesn't make sense because you would think that at some point, by spatial awareness, that Van Zeeks would have noticed that when he walked in. Like, being that close to the door, because he said he closed the door behind himself. You think you would notice that when you're literally right next to it. Unless it was somehow that dark, but hey, you win some, you lose some. It's the only possible location.
Immediately adjacent to the doorway.
The court would think back to the testimony given by the defendant earlier. He said that when he entered the room, it was dark, and he couldn't see the body.
Not yet.
If the notice board had been here, the body would have been completely hidden from view, and the light from the candles would have been blocked, making the room appear darker.
Objection.
But the accuser claims that the victim's body simply appeared before him.
Yeah, when it fell. That's true. Or in his precise words,
Just as I picked the firearm to examine it, the door flew open and I heard a man scream. It was only then that the body of Inspector
Yep.
Gregson appeared before me.
because the board fell over.
I was about going to scream. What are you talking about me? No mistake. But it was me that kicked the door open.
If you look again at the floor plan, consider what would happen if the door to the room was thrown open with force. Doink! That can't. No. The door struck the notice board, knocking it over, and making the victim's body visible.
Good gracious! An unintentional magic trick!
My client has told nothing but the truth. He has simply described what he saw. No.
Ooh, that was cool.
Order, order! Counsel, how has this not come to light before now?
After the incident, somebody must have righted the board and moved it into the position where the police, myself, and my colleagues saw it when investigating the room.
That's the key there.
Witness, what have you to say for yourself?
Hello? I didn't do anything.
You and your fellows here were there at the scene before anybody else. There's that saying that you must know something about the position of the notice board.
They have to.
The witnesses in the stand will testify again. You will each explain exactly what you did upon arriving at the scene of the crime.
And they will explain what they did next time.
Ooh, boy.
But I don't think it's any of them because, you know, obviously, Mr. Gossip over here, you know,
Yeah.
he ran in, kind of got the blood spade, wiped his hands off, and ran outside.
But
like
then
a
the
little
thing on his
bitch.
neck, what's that all about?
That's a great question. Venus is the one that went to go get the police, so like Venus is an alibi dead set. And Beppo apparently never walked inside, unless Beppo's the mastermind behind everything. Beppo is the real professor.
Oh no.
That would be hilarious, and the internet would absolutely destroy this game if that was the case. But that'd be
God.
funny as hell.
It'd be sad. I like Beppo.
I like Beppo too.